You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button.
The right coach is the coach that should be hired for this job. The rightest coach there could be for this job. Not saying that he wants it, not saying that LSU wants to give it to him. To be clear, I'm going to say out loud, I ain't talked to nobody at LSU about it. I ain't talked to nobody at the Pittsburgh Steelers about it. But if Mike Tomlin wants this job, I would make an offer to him that would truly make him disrespectful to Lord Jesus Christ to turn down. For him to turn it down, it would basically be like spitting in the face of a preacher, priest, rabbi, monk, and a nun
all together
at the same time. That's how much of a blessing this offer would be to the entire Tomlin family. I would offer him so much money that the kids of his kids' would have their $529 already paid for college. So I don't know if it can happen, people. What I'm telling you is, if we can get him, we need to do, Matt, if we could get him, if he tell me the only way he coming is if I stop doing TV and coach, guess what? Mike Tomlin is the next head coach.
Would you really?
Louisiana State Uni. For that? Hell yeah. That's how much I love the Tigers, man.
This is from 93.7 The Fan. And again, it's Doug Whaley, former Bills GM, who was also in Pittsburgh, and that's what RC was referring to. And so this was Doug Whaley essentially talking about the possibility Mike Tomlin ended up at LSU or USC. I haven't heard it. It's about 2 minutes. Let's just listen to it, okay?
LSU, USC. Think about that. Both institutions can outpay the Rooneys. Their alumni base has enough money to give Mike Tomlin whatever he wants. Ooh. 2, Mike Tomlin would be GM, president, CEO of that football program. 3, LSU, Scott Woodward, is known for going to big game hunting. In LSU, you're the only D1 major college there. Not the only one, but you have such a fertile recruiting ground, you're going to put a barricade, a fence around there. Saban's not going to be around forever. Now you can talk about dominating the SEC like Saban did. And you can put your name along those that have won a Super Bowl and a national championship.
A couple things here. Would this be dependent on Ben Roethlisberger leaving? And also, is this a theory you're putting together, or is there scuttlebutt in the agent and the outer world about this?
I'm looking at it from the agent's point of view. I haven't heard anything, but if I'm his agent, this is what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking Mike Tomlin's the CEO. Now, do they have a definitive plan in Pittsburgh to find a quarterback after Ben?
Don't look like it.
But let's put it this way. In the NFL, you get 1, maybe 2 first-rounders a year. As Saban said, in college, you can recruit 20.
Mm-hmm.
So now you go to USC, another fertile recruiting base, a historically prominent program that is down, another alumni base that can pay whatever. Then you start talking about revenue streams off the field, commercials, movies. It's just, for me, if you're talking about maximizing your ability to generate revenue, as an agent, I'm going to say we have to look at this, Coach.
That was Doug Whaley, again, former Bills GM who worked with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well on 93.7 The Fan in New York, talking about the possibility of Mike Tomlin heading to college. Okay. if there is even the most remote possibility of that happening, you are negligent if you don't pick up the phone. Mike Tomlin has been a head coach in the NFL since he was 34 years old. He's now 49. He has never had a losing season. He has carried himself brilliantly. I don't know anyone that has ever played for, coached with, coached under, worked with Mike Tomlin that has ever had a bad thing to say about him, and that is a rarity in this business. He is the same age as James Franklin. He is the same age as Mel Tucker. He is only 3 years older than Lane Kiffin. So you don't like one of the pushbacks on someone like, say, Bob Stoops, which has been mentioned. Bob Stoops is 61 years old. Some people have mentioned Brian Kelly as well. I believe is 59 years old. So you're talking about someone nearer the end of their career. That is a absolute no-brainer in a millisecond if you could make that happen. And I don't know if you can make that happen. That's one man's opinion throwing out a name, but that's the first time I've heard that name. And, man, that's exciting to think the possibility. I tell you this one, if there's one potential pushback, it's the NFL season doesn't end until the new year. And so that's beyond the February or the December signing date. So if LSU wants to have a coach in place by that December signing date, that couldn't obviously happen with Mike T. So, man, what a fascinating thought that was. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.